This is week 3. I'm on site and I want to show you the current progress of this project. There's been a few changes from the last week and a half, and it's important to document every single week. So here I'm in the front room, and only change in here is that we've started to install the first fix electric. So it's effectively where you're positioning your double sockets. So we've got some double sockets that are over here for the fridge freezer unit. They also run into the ceiling joists. If I come around here, you'll see double socket units positioned for the TV, also here for the desk. And if I swing the camera around here, also you can see double sockets for the bedside table. But still to remediate the damp across the lower half of this room, the brickwork and the chimney breast. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done. If I come into the second downstairs middle bedroom, no changes here. We've just got a nice stack of old electrics in a wheelbarrow and a stack of bricks that have come from taking some internal walls down. When I walk you into the kitchen, you can see. But yeah, so actually here was quite nice. You can start to get a sense now of how this kitchen is going to take shape as we've knocked down about 3 walls we've knocked down. So what I'll do is I'll come here, swing it around here first to explain how this is looking. So from about here to about here is the ensuite space for that, what I would call a second bedroom that's downstairs in the middle. So we're keeping probably about from that wall here, we're knocking this one through here to create a passage into the kitchen. And if I keep coming back here, chimney breast will go. And right now I'm standing in what was the storage room. This brick internal wall has actually gone. So you can see what that looks like now, having the wall removed. And what was an outside toilet is now inside. And that's going to go. So this area here will have a door to the rear extension. This will now be the door. We're going to obviously replace. This door will get moved down to this area here. And this will now be the door to get out, access to the outside from the kitchen. We're pinching some space here for the ensuite for the rear extension. And everything else then will be used for the downstairs kitchen. So if I bring you around here, you start to see the progress of the rear extension. What the guys have done is started and they've dug the footings. So they've dug the footings all around and that's where you're going to then start to pour the concrete to start building the foundation. What's really cool is if I just stand here, this is going to be the access, separate access into the rear extension. You're going to have the bed in this corner over here, your ensuite over here, and I think you've got the wardrobe, desk space here. So really, really cool space. And then this wall here, where the toilet is from the inside, you can see will be knocked through to create the access for the person that's living here to also go into the downstairs kitchen. So I'll take you upstairs so you can see, I think, some of the minor changes on the upstairs. One of the things that's actually slowed down the build team has actually been the fact that we've had to wait for the structural engineer and counts to be done. So we had someone scheduled 2 weeks prior to collecting the keys. They failed on us. Then we were chasing another company. They've also failed on us. So we had to work on a third person and they finally came through. So they're actually going to be able to provide us with the structural counts and how many beams we need, what size, measurements, weight by next week Friday. But they've also given us what we need to actually start on the loft. Beams are ready, so that's been quite cool. So if you can see this nice little gap in the roof here, the guys have removed the chimney stack. You can already start doing it because this is the end terrace part of the house. So they're going to start working on that part next. Here in this room, no changes as it is. Still need to remediate across the window area as mentioned and knock out the chimney breast. If I come here we've actually removed the stud wall, and then you can now get a sense of if we're going to put a stud wall across here, we're knocking out the chimney. You're going to have your 2 back-to-back off suites and your 2 back-to-back kitchenettes. So this is actually a pretty cool way to use the middle part of upstairs to create value for that room here and then the room behind me. And then if I swing the camera around as we start to conclude, main bathroom has gone. And this really helps you to understand now the size of this back bedroom. So this will be 15.4 meters squared. So really cool. If I'm walking, as you can even see, sort of counting my steps until I get to the end, it gives you a sense of how much space and size. So really looking forward to how this room will shape up. So we'll have sort of a L-shape wardrobe and desk unit here, TV here when they start putting the first fixed electrics, you'll see, and then I think radiator here, and then bed over here into the corner. So yeah, that's the latest update, how the property's looking at week 3. I expect the team to make even more progress once we get the structural engineer calculations done, and they come in next week Friday. So probably over the next 3 weeks we should start to see a lot more significant progress on this project. But so far so good.